It's me, Nico. I got another one for you. I try to explain this about my temper every once in a while, where it's like I'm always actively trying to talk myself down from an angry response. And so when I have a violent outburst, for me, it's something I knew was coming. For everyone else, it's always like, oh my God, that came from her. Yes, because I'm tiny does not mean that it cannot come from me. And here's proof, because I'm an asshole. Okay, so I'm already starting with the explanation. To explain this bit, I have to go back. When we started living in this house, there was a guy named Juan, not my cousin Juan. This other guy named Juan. He was your typical guy from that neighborhood. They seem to live for trying to keep and enhance the stereotypes, the really bad, repugnant ones about being male and dating and misogyny in general. He used to come by once in a while and smoke with my friends and buy my weed. I sold weed then. I never really paid him much mind, which he apparently minded much. He was one of those guys who came over with a 40-ounce of beer and a bottle of Alizé and thought it was going to get him some. It literally didn't matter to him from which, Valerie or me. He would mutter and gossip about what bitches and cock teases we were because we wouldn't fuck him. Back to the night of the bloody kisses. On that second glass, Juan was muttering to himself again over yet another bottle of Alizé, the ghetto joker's wannabe Casanova drink to attempt to get in the panties, apparently. This time, I was on point. I wanted my brothers to have a good time and not to have to go to jail and kill the scraper. But I was not an idiot, and I listened to the words that he was saying. This time, he was murmur-ranting about how he even brought Alizé and now these white boys were going to hit it. Oh man, I remember getting so fucking fuming about that. I turned around to him and stated firmly that he was never going to get any. Probably no one was going to get any tonight, but most definitely he was not now, nor ever, going to get any from me or anyone who I would allow in my house, because we all had taste and standards up to which he did not live. If he had a problem with that, he could take it walking. Well, he didn't take to that well at all. He muttered a bit louder, and he wasn't going to take shit from no bitch because bitches don't know shit and should keep their mouths shut. Oh man, I remember that. I wanted to. Okay. Where was it? I really wanted to kill him. And should keep their mouths shut. Right. Well, he said this at the wrong bitch's house, clearly. Well, now I wasn't going to have that shit. I abruptly stopped the pleasant conversation about fuck knows what with my friend and brother that I hadn't seen in years, and I turned around to Juan and informed him he had 10 seconds to leave my home, and I stormed into my kitchen. I was fuming and I needed air or something, and the first thing my eyes focused on was a carving knife and my cutlery set, and I grabbed it, and I made my way back into the living room where he was, still idiotically sitting, breathing my air on my couch, and I lifted it from my side, which alarmed my brothers. I had it to his face before they had grabbed me into a full Nelson. My knife was taken from me immediately, and I began kicking and fighting my way out of their arms. I really wanted to kill the guy. I really, really did. I had eaten his shit with a smile for over a year, and I've got to say I was quite fucking done, thank you. It took 5 of my brothers to wrestle me out of my room. Wrestle me to my room, and 2 more, my cousin, to explain to Juan why he should leave as I was being held back, and to push him out of the front door. When the police showed up, What they saw was one tiny woman being pinned down to a bed by 5 guys as she fights them off on a disturbance call. I can only imagine how they could get the wrong impression. Realizing the situation, I calmed down immediately, and they let me go. I explained to the cops that they had just restrained me because I was going to kill Juan. They left after telling my brothers that they did the right thing and to keep a handle on me. A few seconds after my brother let them out through the front door, I closed my bedroom door as if I was going to take a nap, and I slipped out through the back door. They just replenished their drinks while I ran out looking for Juan. I am a terribly task-oriented person. I didn't find him and returned later, and we enjoyed the time together for another day or so before other drama happened with another brother. Because yes, while I actually tried to defuse the problems that day, the very next day, drama popped off with a neighbor. Hilarious stuff, I'm telling you. The hilarity just never stops. But this video does. Buy my book. It's fun. We get into a lot of stupid shit. Talk soon.